Okay, this here is a fireworks instructional and fireworks safety video with using a character which I play. I play the Amish pyrotechnician, but I also play this character, Pyro Zeke, or pyrotechnician Zeke-pyrotechnic, instructional crew leader on fireworks and pyrotechnics, and we're going to be introducing my alter ego here, the Zeke-pyrotechnic. He gets kind of fucking excited, so just, you know, be aware of that much. This fucking Zeke-pyrotechnic here, pyrotech leader, crew leader. What we got here is a titanium salute, 2.5 inch. That's a 2.5 inch rack. Now we would have these staked down with T-bars if we were actually shooting. That's pretty wicked shell right there. One of these were to go off in your hand, fucking farewell to arms, so let me tell you that goddamn much. It'd fuck you up pretty good. Fucker went off down by your testicle. You lose 2 balls out of that one. I'll tell you that goddamn much right now. And the other thing we'd tell you, you're shooting fireworks, shooting out of a rack like that, you actually want to angle that rack just slightly off away from your crowd. You're creating a no man's land over here. So if the shell doesn't go off, drops back down to the ground, you don't have it dropping into where spectators would be. That's fucking lawsuit waiting to happen, just to let you tell you that goddamn much. We do use some Class C stuff. One of my favorite is the Desert Opponent. This is a fucking good 500 gram cake, let me tell you that goddamn much. Good fucking shell right here. That's one of our favorite. And also the Golden Bear Shockwave. That's a fucking cake that'll get it done too. These 500 grammers, almost as good as your Class B cakes. And we've got our Class C simple permit, and then the Type 60 ATF approved for, of course, the professional stuff. Anything like this, 2.5 inch salute, 3 inch, whatever you're shooting, obviously it's going to be professional. Got various shell sizes. They get much larger. For instance, this would be a 4 inch break shell. Very large shell. They're all sort of different size. What's a good idea to do is cut the end of that off and put some visco fuse on there, slow it down for you. It makes it much safer. I recommend doing that for home shows. It gives you a little time to get fucking way from your mortars and shit. But that's a nasty ass shell there, but it's also going to be very cool. From there we go up to a 5 inch. This is the largest we ever shoot out here in the home show. This is a big fucking shell. That's going to give you your weeping willow effect, your great big draping type of deal. And you got to shoot these a long ways. You want to go out about 300 yards from where your crowd's going to be, because you don't want to be fucking around. You got to give the big diameter on that shell. You got to be damn careful with it. The other thing I say about when you're shooting fireworks, I don't care if you're shooting something like a 2.5 inch salute or one of these fuckers. This fucker goes off in your hand, like I said, a farewell to arms. That's hospital visit, quite possibly death. You'll be armless Joe after that one. This fucker goes off in your hand, fucking funeral home. That's all I got to say about that goddamn one. You gotta be real careful with this shit. That's why I don't want you daydreaming when you're doing fireworks. I don't want you thinking about fucking European Union or what our economy's doing. I don't want you thinking about how much pussy you're gonna get the next night. You gotta be focusing on fucking fireworks when you're shooting fireworks. You can't be dicking around. You fucking daydreaming about how much pussy you're gonna get. I guarantee you, one of these fuckers goes off too close to you, you ain't have to fucking worry about it. That's goddamn, I tell you that goddamn much. Like I said, slow those fuckers down with that visco too. Because I'll tell you what, you take like a 5-inch shell. If you don't have some visco on there to slow it down, the quick match, you light that, boom, it's gone just like that if it misfires, you're right next to it. Because let me tell you, that fucking shell comes out of that fucking tube about as fast as a goddamn pedophile priest driving a Jaguar on his way to fucking altar boy orientation. I'll tell you what, that's pretty goddamn fast. You don't want to be in the way of something like that. That's not good. So you gotta be goddamn careful about, you know, when you're shooting something like this. Don't think we got a whole lot more to tell you. Just want you to be safe. Remember to angle them fucking racks. Obviously these would be set in the ground if we were shooting 5-inch. We wouldn't have them like this so they could tip over. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good at all. You'd have a fucking shell, all right, I'll tell you that goddamn much. But anyway, this has been a low instructional video, just showing you some of the things that we got, some of the things that we do. We also shoot class 3 canister shells once in a while, but number one thing I say is safety. Can't emphasize it enough. You don't want to fucking be daydreaming. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing out there when you're shooting these goddamn fireworks. I'll tell you that goddamn much. They're loser mode. Anyway, we'll call that a fucking wrap.